Trip Show.
Yo, this is Test One.
Yeah, this is Smooth Jilla. Smooth G, aka the General.
This is Norbertine May.
And you tuned in to GFG TV.
And you tuned in to GFG TV.
General, and we rocking with GFG TV, my boys. West.
And you're watching GFG TV.
West YouTube, this your boy Big Ray West. You tuned in to GFG TV.
Yo, what's up? This is DJ X, and we're live here at GFG TV.
Alright, so
Yeah, this is DJ X. We're back with GFG TV. And first interview ever done, and probably the last one, but you're going to get the whole story exclusively here with GFG TV. Stay tuned.
So X, we went over some of your engineering school. We were talking about what it was like to educate yourself and like how you felt afterwards, and some advice you were giving some people for as far as how they should approach their craft, taking it seriously. Educate yourself first, and then start to build your physical pieces around you after.
Yep.
Because that stuff could all change. People don't realize from somebody as and I as well have educated myself.
A lot of people get discouraged when they say, when somebody tells me like, you're the weakest link, I don't feel discouraged at all, because you want to be the weakest link wherever you're at. If you're playing basketball and you're the weakest link, you're only going to get better because you're the weakest link. You want to get better, right? You are going to get better because you have to get on the same level, right? So don't ever be discouraged when you say that you're the weakest link. You want to be the weakest link. If you're not the weakest link in your circle, then you need another circle. Another circle that's better than you. And that's how you get better. That's definitely how you get better.
Definitely. What was it like working with King ISO, Strange Music?
Well, there's an artist named Snake Lucci that came to my studio. And it's weird because his story that he told me was that they first started rapping together. He actually taught him how to rap. Now these guys, they're from Omaha, but he taught King ISO how to rap, and at that time I think Snake went to jail or something. I'm not too sure what happened. And during that time he kept on, King ISO kept on perfecting his craft and all this stuff. And I guess the story he told me was that he gave a mixtape to Ritz or something, and Ritz liked it, and he showed it to Tech Nine, and the rest was history. But before he got signed, actually, like, I think it was like during the process when he was gonna get signed or something like that. Snake Lucci had some features, and he told me like about King ISO, and I really liked his style and everything. Like, it's one of those like speed rappers and stuff, and a lot of content on his music and stuff. And I mixed one of his vocals on a feature, and then I think after that I mixed another song. But it was a really good experience. I mean, it's not the first time that I worked with somebody like that. I mean, I worked with Montana 300 in the studio, and I shot a video for him, for Swag Dinero from Chicago, and even did some stuff for Sasha the rapper, who was in that TV show, that rap TV show. What was it? About scouting talent. So, but yeah, but with King ISO, yeah, it was a good experience. And then from there, I started working with some guy named King Cash. I think he's always with King ISO. I'm not too sure who he is, but I've done work with him and Table and some other people out there. And you gotta keep in mind that everything that King ISO records or gets mixed or whatever, like Tech Nine always hears it. So. And I've asked him, like, hey, what's the feedback? And I was like, man, it's nothing but great feedback. And I think, like, we're trying to, like, schedule something to try to go to their studio out there. But, with my busy schedule, and we haven't had a chance to figure it out. And with this, I think that's when that pandemic started with the virus. And, it just made everything, like...
Super difficult.
Yeah, very difficult to do. But I'm sure one of these days I'll probably end up out there and work with some more people out there or something,
So, what was it like working with the younger Frida man, by the way?
Yeah, the younger, and this was like right after I came back from France. I gotta admit, I was feeling myself that time, like it just felt good. But at the same time, it's like, hey, I earned it, I paid for it, and I felt good. And I remember that time, the younger, he got out of prison, and I'm not too sure who brought him. Might have been off a boat or something, but somebody brought him to the studio, and he said, "Hey, bro, hey man, like, hey X, I heard you're the guy, man, or whatever." And well, I think what he did was, I get a lot of calls from prison, believe it or not. Yeah, but like, accept this call, whatever, blah blah blah. And then I get a call, it's like who's this? It's like, hey man, I'm gonna get off prison like in 2 weeks or whatever. And I think that's what happened with the younger. But I get a bunch of calls from prison about like as soon as they get out, they want to do some studio time or whatever. And all right, yeah. So one of the best things about recording people that just get off of prison or whatever is that they have like they're passionate about it, like they're ready, they're ready to work, they're hungry, they're starving, and those are the type of artists that I like working with, because they really want to strive. And the younger was one of those guys, and I remember he came up to me fresh out of prison. He had no money or nothing. He's like, "Hey X, can I do 2 hours and I'll pay you later or whatever?" And I didn't know who this guy was, and I just took a chance. It's like, hey, yeah, let's do it, man. Like, I understand that you just got out, whatever, so just pay me later whenever you get back in your feed or whatever. And I think we recorded a few songs or whatever. I don't remember, but that time he wasn't that great, and I forgot about it. And then he came back. He's like, "Hey, bro, I got your money, man. I need to get back in there again." He's like, "Oh yeah." It's like, "Yeah." So he just, I told him, I was like, "Hey, you know what? Like, I don't know. There's something about you that, as an artist, that I don't know. There's something about you, like your talent and stuff." So I said, everybody that comes to the studio, I always give them advice. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter if you're really good or if you're not that good or whatever. I always like to give advice, And it's just free game for everybody, because I want everybody to succeed. That's my mentality. I want everybody to be successful. So 95% of the people that come in, they'll just one ear to the other. But the younger was the type that I noticed that he's like, "Oh, what was that, X? Oh, hold on, man." Grabbed a piece of paper and started writing everything. I was like, this guy's really serious, like he's really writing every single thing that I said, and he's the first person that did that. So then I told him, like, all right, hold on. So I think the first step with you is to find your sound. A lot of people make the mistake, they just want to record whatever, blah blah blah, but you got to create your sound, especially if you want to create your own sound to be distinct, from everybody else, And then after that, then, you can do your thing, And I told him it could take one session, or it could take days or weeks. I don't know when that's gonna be, but exactly when that's gonna be your sound. And we started developing his sound, and we finally got his sound, and he loved it. And he was like, "Hey, yo X, man, hey, give me that sauce right there, man. Give me that sauce. Like, put me on." And I put all the effects that I needed for him, and because we invested a lot of time finding his sound, But the bad thing is that other artists wouldn't do that. They just want to come in and record and try to record as fast as they can and get out or whatever. And people start saying like, "Hey, like you mix this shit better than anybody else or whatever." And I try to explain people, it's like, you gotta find your sound, and once you find your sound, then you do your thing and I do my thing, and it was just good chemistry. We finally found his sound. It's like you're trying to cook something, right? If you're trying to do barbecue, you're trying to do whatever, right? You want to develop that taste, So I always refer music to food, because it's you put the right ingredients, and once you get the perfect recipe, then that's it right there. It's always gonna be good. So that's what we did with him. And all his songs, you know, he just got more motivated, and he just got in there, and he just every time that he rapped in the microphone, he had this cadence, he had this, you know, everything just started coming together really good. So one good thing about him is that he loves networking. You know, I'm so busy stuck in the studio, you know, but he went out there like, you know, parties and clubs and stuff like that, shows, and started networking with everybody. And I think the combination of, you know, working on his sound, developing his skills and stuff like that, and him networking out there really got him to where he was at. You know, I mean, he was at the point where, like, he was about to make it, you know. And you know, right now, you know, he went back in there and, you know, free my guy, the younger, but I'm sure he'll be back soon, and we'll work with him soon again.
That guy's definitely a talent, that's for sure. Never had the pleasure of meeting him, but definitely heard a lot of his music.
Yeah, he definitely made a lot of noise out here.
Yeah, I mean,
A lot.
I think I mean, his video went pretty viral too. And I can't remember the name of the track, but I know it was a great video. I don't know who shot it, but it was dope.
But a lot of it had to do with, you know, like, you know, as an artist, you gotta open yourself too, you know, and you gotta make sure that as an artist, like, you're not arrogant about yourself, and, you know, because I think at one point he was getting really cocky. I remember he got really cocky, and I was like, all right, I want you to work on a song with somebody that I know. He's like, all right. He's like, this guy named Smooth. So then he did a track with Smooth, and he just like, Smooth, you know, Smooth killed him, you know, in a verse, but.
West YouTube, this your boy Big Ray West. You tuned in to GFG TV.